Hi everyone, this is Helen. Aspire to Inspire Arts and Crafts. I hope everybody's doing fine. I am here per a request from my cousin Norma Kalunga from Corpus Christi, Texas. She wanted to know, she wanted a flip through, so I said, okay, I'll do a flip through. So this is why I'm here. This was the first time I did a singe, uh, used my singe machine and did a cinch to my journal. And so I will give you details of what's on my pages. So if you notice the strips, this is from my AI free printables that I downloaded from Facebook. And on the left side, close to the singe, on both sides of this journal, you're going to see the antique grunge documents. So you're going to see them there. And this, you won't see the AI strip here just for the cover. I did that to the front and the back. And so I did have some fussy cuts stored in my Christmas book that I do have, and I also have containers, so that's where I got my fussy cuts. This is from Devant. No, this is from Betsy Custom Design Labels. Now the antique grunge document, that is from Devant Create, and the background to the Memories of Lost Places, that is from Keyblatt Creation. And so that's what I have here in the front. Now, I wanted a simple closure to my journal, and so I wanted it to match the singe. So I have a black cord, elastic cord that I use to make my closure. So what I did is I punched two holes and then put some eyelets to the holes that I punched. And then I strung the elastic cord and and tied it to the front. Now you could also have it in the back or in the inside of the cover, but I like details, so I wanted this to be out here. So so what I did is I just measured the length of my journal, the lengthwise, and so and I wrapped it around and kind of more or less eye it and make sure that it had plenty of elastic for me to be able to use this and incorporate more pages or whatever I want inside of here. So that's what I did. Okay, so I wrapped it around and measured it that way. So that's that. So let's go inside and start with the first one. Here I have the background on the left side will be all of the Dispatch Vintage Postal Kit. It comes with pockets and a label. So this is from Tracy Fox Rulton. So this is what I'll be doing on the left side of all the pages to my journal. And I will be putting a critter here. Now the critter is from Kleeblatt Creation also. It is called the Raccoons and Friends Set 1 and 2. So I purchased both of them. Now, this is the strip that I was telling you about. In the middle between the two strips are close to the singe, and I cut strips. And so I glued them onto the sides of both sides of the pages. So that's what you're going to see throughout. Okay? And then you also have the Joyful Use from Tracy Fox. And you're going to see those children throughout my journal. So this is a tag. I'm not finished because you see it's just, I like to sew my tags. And so it still needs some work on that. but I just thought I'd show you what I have done so far. Now on this side, I have two critters from the raccoon and friends. And so I have the child from the Joyful Use, and then these fuzzy cuts are from the AI strips. And so that's that. On here, I put a pointer. I stamped it, and then uh, stamped it on. I stamped it on a piece of white paper, and then I fussy cut it around it and put it right there. I have also a frog critter right here. And then I have covered. Now, Tracy did a beautiful job with her uh, Dispatch Vintage Postal Kit. Um, right in here was a postal person, but I didn't want no postal person in my journal because I wanted it to just be critters and the children. So that's the reason why I covered it so it could go along with the background. On this side, I did a flip through, and so I use muslin fabric and also paper. So I glued those two together, a strip here, and then I did this a little bit longer, and then I attached it to the back. So that's how that looks. I can, if I want to decorate the back here and put something on here, maybe I might do that or maybe not, depending how I go with the flow when I get back to finishing up my journal. Now I'm going to do this throughout the 2025 year. Hopefully I'll have it done by Christmas, and then I'll do a flip through. No explaining nothing. I'm just going to probably just put music on the background and flip the pages. So that's how simple that journal, that video is going to be. Now I used part of the Dispatch Vintage Postal Kit and made it into a tab, but I, instead of sticking it out, it's all the way uh, folded to the other side, as you can see on this side. Okay, so in here I have tags that I will sew around, and and then of course I'm going to distress the tags. On this side, I have again one of the child. Now, I still need to work on the background, so it's not finished. I have a critter here and this other uh, critter on this side. Now, these are from the Raccoon and Friends, I believe, or the Bunny Life. I'm not too sure. I lost count because there's some bunnies on the Raccoon and Friends set 1 and 2 also, so I'm not too sure which one is which now. Excuse me. And then I have again, one of my fussy cuts. This is a ticket that I had for so many years and finally decided to use it here. I put a strip of the AI right there and the Christmas, and that is all part of the, I mean, these two are all part of the AI fussy cuts that I did. I do have a line here showing that this is a bauble or an ornament. So I was inspired by Chantel, and I'm going to go ahead and make the and draw the bows to my ornaments. And this I have for a while. I believe it's either, I believe this is Tracy's, and I fussy cut it, put it away, and I'm finally using it here on this journal. On this side, again, is another layout. And so here's the children, here's the tags, and the pocket. And then I have a critter here, and then the strip there. Again, the strip. And then I have my AIs right here, the fussy cuts that I made, and here. And then again, I'm going to draw the bows to the baubles ornaments. I fussy cut this robot. I got this as a freebie from Crafty Cat USA. Amy, thank you for the freebie. And and so here's another critter. These two are the critters that I fussy cut and put right there. And of course the children right there. So it took me a long time to do this. I started at the end of September and thought I would be finished by December, but I didn't. But that's okay. I'll just try to see if I could finish it this year. Here's another critter, and here's a beautiful collage that goes with the dispatch vintage postal kit and the ledger back here. Here's a pocket that I inserted, and in here you're going to see that I am going to make a little booklet, a little journal. So I'm going to do the sewing binding to this instead of the singe. So it's going to go right in here. So it's so that's what I'm going to do there, and put some pages into that too. Here's the background to the pocket. Here I have the children. They're laughing at Santa because he missed the trolley bus. And so, and here's a beautiful critter. And here's the owl. These, I believe, is from Tracy Fox, Fussy Cat, that I cut and I put it in my storage. And I finally got it out so I could decorate this layout. I do have little stars next to some of the critters, not all of them. And then here's another fussy cat, a pine needle branch with a few hollies, I believe, at the bottom there. These are the AI strip, and so is this. And the joyful youths right there. On this side, what you have here is a beautiful fox, and then you have the tags, the pocket, and another child, two children here, brother and sister. I love the ledger back here and all the add to it, like the labels, and then adding my antique grudge documents. Yeah, I wanted it all to go together, so that's the reason why I did this. I have so many digital kits that I printed that I need to work on, so I thought I'd put these together as one. Here is some fussy cuts, right here and here, there, and then here. Again, the bows will be I'm going to draw the bows on top of the ornaments. This is the bunny life. This is a fussy cut that I have for so many years. Finally pull it out to use it. Here's the wise owl. There was a book that I used to read to my kids when they were small. 1 and 2, I believe. And there was this firefly. That was the whole thing of the firefly. He would be up at night and go to all the animals and say, "Who wants to play with me?" But I switched the character and I used the owl, and I came up with who wants to play with me. So that's what the owl reminds me of. Memories again from when my kids were small. Now they're grown up and have a family of their own. But yeah, so that's why I have the owl there. On this side, there's some bunny rabbits here, and they're all dressed up. So what I'm going to do, because this is a little bit dark and it's not really, you could see it, so I'm going to light the back so that the animals could pop out. These are the Dispatch Vintage Postal Kit. Love the way it was designed. The strip right in here. Here's another inserted pocket. And same thing I did here because I wanted the postal service, the dispatch vintage postal kit to carry on to the pocket. So that's the reason why I did that on this side too. And then here's another tag, this time with the presents. The first one didn't have no presents. Here's the ornaments and the duck. Here's a star. Here's the, I believe this is the bunny life. Here's the fuzzy cuts from the AI. Here's an old fuzzy cut that I had stored in my stash. Um, so I have the duck here. She's all dressed up in the hat. So I correlated the hat since she's wearing the hat along with these three girls. She has flowers on hers, or maybe it's one of those little small hats with the flowers on it. So they're all wearing hats. And so I use these three because it reminds me of my sister, my oldest and my twin sister and I. We used to have a tea kit, a tea set that my parents bought us. And we used to pretend we were having tea party. And my mom would make little tortillas for us. And so we would kind of dress up too. So this brings memories. On this side, I have the little squirrel, and then I have the little kids, the tags, and the pocket, and then of course the background. And here are the two that goes together, but I cut them into strips. The antique grunge documents. Over here, I have the same thing. One is small, one's big. I believe this belongs to another kit from Tracy Fox that I fussy cut and stored away and never used it. Now I finally am using it. So what do I used to always tell my kids, never say never. And here I am saying never, but gotta, yeah, so that's what I did. Used to tell my kids, never say never. Or the word can't. Can't was not used in my house as they were growing up because I believed my kids could do anything they wanted to do if they set their minds. And I used to tell them that. And so they turn out to be, both of them turn out to be very good. They both have very good jobs, paying good jobs. They are way up there in the corporate ladder, so I'm very proud of them. So anyway, here's a fussy cat. I think when I first started with Tracy Fox, I think this is a digital kit that I first started off with, but I cut it out and never used it. And I figured I will use it one of these days, and here I am using it today. Well, using it when I started working on this. This is the little boy that inspired me to get the kit. There's something about this little boy that I love. And so that's the reason why he's my favorite out of all of them. They're all adorable and cute. I love all the children's on this digital kit, but he's the one that sold me. So, and he was looking up, so I was wondering, okay, what can I put up there? Because he's looking up, and I remember about the fussy cut of the Santa on the electric motor sleigh. So I figured, hey, why don't I just use that one? So I went to my stash, looked for it, and I found it and brought it here. Now, the Santa was supposed to be driving in, well, flying in to this area here, this picture here. But when I was going to put it down, it slipped and it went there. So I figured, hey, it's meant to be there. I'm not going to fuss with that. So there you go. So I left them there. So sometimes I do that when you're doing fussy cut. if you don't like something, you could always cover it. Always remember that. If you put something and you didn't like it, you could always cover paper on paper. So, or fabric, whatever you have to cover it, go ahead and cover it. No harm's done. You didn't like the way it looks, so cover it. Um, Sometimes things will get out of hand. You didn't want it to go a certain way, and it went that way. Just go with the flow. Apparently, to me, it was meant to be. Like with this, for instance, it fell. I don't fuss with that. It's like, okay, you're meant to be there. So that's what I did to that. Um, so yeah, go with the flow. Don't get discouraged if it didn't turn out the way you wanted. Just go with it and look. I think it looks good. He's looking up there laughing, ecstatic, elated to see Santa Claus. So yes, just go with it. Here's another critter and another critter here that I fussy cat. These are from the AI and the strips, of course. On this side, you have the froggy, the Miss Frog, and so I put her there. I will give them names, but for right now, I don't have a name for them. When I'm working with this again, I'll try to see if I could incorporate Miss whoever and put them on there. Now, here's another cover up that I did. And so, and here's another one right here that I did. So this must have been a building with the postal service, and this must have been a picture of a of a postal person. So I covered those two. And of course, I made sure that the strips or the cut that I did to cover these went along with the postal service, the dispatch vintage postal kit. So that's all that. Here's you see, there's really the reason why I did that is because there's really not too much for me to work on. It's already done for you. So that's why I did that, because this was easy for me to do, but again, it took me a while to get it going. So just an update on my health. I'm doing better now. For those of you that don't know, yeah, I've been sick for almost going on 2.5 years now, or three, I can't remember. But I got really sick, and I wasn't crafting like I was before. I have slowed down a little bit. I'm using my hand, my arm, my shoulder, still a little bit sore, but I could lift my hand. I could do my hair now. Before I could not even do that. I had my husband to help me out there for a while. So yeah, it's a challenge once things starts happening to you as you get old, and that's what happened to me. I had a frozen shoulder, I had surgery done, and one thing after another. Here's another journal that I'll be working on, and so that I make a few journals for writing. So I thought I'd do that here. I probably will sew these like I will do to the tags, because I want I need to have some sewing. I just cannot let this go without some sewing. So that because it brings out texture to the book. I like it. It's that additional something to the journal, and the sewing gives it a beautiful touch. So I will be doing that. And so here's the back of the pocket. Now these pockets were I made these pockets. These were not part of the set. It was part of the dispatch vintage postal, but it was not already there for you to fussy cut. So I made these into pockets. So that's what you see here on the pockets that are flipped. On this side, I put this child along with these two critters because they're all spruced up. And so that's the reason why they're there. You'll see the stars next to them. Uh, I don't know. I wanted to put why I wanted to put stars there. So I did it, and so it's like, okay, you go there. But when your mind, when you're creating, sometimes you think of ideas. Go with that idea, and that's what I did. And now I really like the way it looks. So I will kind of lighten up the back a little bit more so you can see the squirrel. It kind of blends in with the rustic here, but I love the background of the memory of lost places. And these two were fussy cut and put in my stash for a long time. I finally took them out and it went right there. The strips from the AI. And so all of these kits that I am showing, they have I have cut the back of the memories of lost places. I made a slit with an X-Acto knife and inserted all the child, not this one, but all the other ones that are on top of, yeah, like here. I slit it. As you can see, I slit all of this in there. So yeah, so that's what I did to my children. I make sure I put a slit and inserted them there because he was supposed to be up a little bit more, and I made him slanted because I wanted him to be looking over at this squirrel over here. So that's the reason why I did that. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to white out a little bit of the background here so they could pop up. On this side, I have the fox and and the baby fox. So I really like the way they're they're dressed and the umbrella. And here's another cover up that I had to do here. And so I really love the collage that that's in this digital kit. A lot of antique ephemeras put together, beautifully done. And so here you have the antique grunge documents too. I love the way it was done too. It's all grungy. I love grunge, so grungy, and so that's why I picked these digital kits. On this side, I have the AI strips, again, some fussy cuts that I had a long time ago. I finally pulled them out to use them here. I have these two bubbles. Again, I'm going to be drawing the bows on there. I fussy cut the AI strips and used and these also that went along with the strips. And here's a deer carrying the present. Here's this little child that is running, and he's playing. He's playing, and he's saying, "Catch me if you can." So, so that's why he's there. I try to make him look like he's coming out, but he's wearing black gloves, so you can't really see his hands. But yeah, he's wearing gloves, and so and then here's the fox. I really love the rustic look of the car, the buildings, the roof. I guess it's made out of the aluminum sheets. I just love everything about this background. Here's another one. I have these kits here. And again, the tags, I got to work on them. And the pocket. And here is the bunny life that I put them there. Against the antique documents here. Here is the last page of the inside of my journal. As you can see, Santa did go back into the trolley bus did stop and wait for Santa. So Santa is now in the bus. So they didn't forget to stop for him. So they waited for him to get on the bus. Here's another strip. I have this small 6x6 decor- decorate, decorated pages, and also that comes with little labels. And this was one of them, and it says have a holly jolly Christmas." So I thought I'd put it here for the end of this Christmas journal that I'm doing for myself. Here's the owl, the Miss Owl, and then this is very old. I had this for so long in the stash. It finally came out and put it on there. Yeah, and I'm at the same time I'm trying to clean up the my classroom. It's a mess. You know, when it came to Christmas, I had to do some gift wrapping and also do some tags for the gift package boxes that I put together, and it's a mess. So that's what I'm working on, but little at a time. I thought I'd take a break and do these videos. I don't know how many takes this has been. It's been, I lost count on the take. So it's been so many times that I had to do this. Here are some labels. Again, I cut them and put them in my stash, so I don't know who's who. I should have put on the back who who I got this from, so this way I could name the person who make these tags, but I don't know who. This could either be porch prints, or it could be uh, again Betty's custom design labels. I'm not too sure because they both did tags, and I like tags, and I like the way they decorated for Christmas tags. So I went ahead and fussy cut them, and I've had this one for a while. The other one is new, which I ordered long to go with the my journal. So it takes planning. Um, I let this alone because I wanted the memory of lost places, the last thing you see here. And so that's what I did here, because you see the buildings. It's rustic. No humans live here. Only the animals and the children. They found this place and they made this place their playing ground, and with the critters. So that's the reason why I left it alone, because I wanted the city, the place, the memory of lost places at the end here. So that was my thought when I saw the kit and trying to figure out how to make my personal journal. So this is it. And at the end here, what I decided to do, I put my name, created by Me Ortiz Helen. Me Ortiz stands for Maria Elena Ortiz, initials, and then I spelling of the my last name, my marriage name, Ortiz. So that's what you have here, because my real name is Maria Elena. But I since kindergarten, they all been calling me Helen. So that's what I'm used to being called by Helen. So only I use my real name when it comes to uh, when I need to use it for documents and stuff like that. So this is it. So this is how I planned it. I still need to work on it. I might add more to it. The next video, when I finish this for Christmas, this coming Christmas, it's just gonna be a music and the flip through. No me explaining nothing, just showing you what I did here. Now, the next thing I'm gonna be doing is YouTube on how to use the cinch machine that I bought. It was an early Christmas gift, even though I was working on it. So at the end of September, I started working on my Christmas thing, my Christmas journal. I decided to just go with the layout first. None of this was punched. And so as soon as I got the amount of pages that I wanted, and I started working on my background and all that, then this was the last thing I did. I worked on this. So I will be showing you how I use the cinch for those of you. I did get a request, and for those of you who wants to see that too, you're welcome. So thank you again for taking the time to watch my video. I hope, again, I want to say I hope everyone's doing well. I am doing good. And so I will see you on the next video. Um, Comment, put your like, and share it with your friends. And I would really appreciate that. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.